Okay, this is gonna be chicken ballotine with mushroom. The mushrooms in the center. First of all, I'm gonna get all the gizzards out. Remove this fat cap from the back. Underneath. And then we're gonna skin the chicken. So it's gonna be fully taking all the skin off the chicken and then move it to the side, and then all the other stuff is gonna be inside that. So first we're gonna take off the wings at what we call the elbow. Save the bones for stock. Slice right down the middle. This is where it gets kind of tricky. You gotta go very gently. Just separate the skin from the meat using the tip of your knife, moving that membrane. Do that. Take these knuckles off. So I can remove the skin. Over the thighs and leg quarters. Kind of hard to do this the first couple times, and then you kind of learn the little tricks, getting around. Like getting through here first before you try to take it off. See, got all the skin off, so same thing around here, around the shoulder. Very gently with the tip of your knife. All you got to do is barely touch that membrane. And it'll come off. You're gonna have holes where these legs and thighs are, or legs and wing sections are. But they're easily overlapped with the skin. I'll show you that in a minute. So there's a lot of back fat, and we're gonna try to trim this stuff off once we get to that. Once we get the skin laid out. Now you have a naked chicken. See that?
I thought it was already naked.
Kind of a big hole right there. Alright. See that? That's what you don't want. But we'll easily overlap it right there. I'm just trying to trim it up a little bit before I put it on the plastic to wrap it up. Trim these fat chunks off. Kind of gonna get squared up. Now I have some plastic wrap laid out right here because this whole thing is going to end up rolled up in plastic wrap. So if you see here, there's a hole. That's what this side should look like, but it didn't. It's a really tough job skinning these guys. So what you do is where the holes are, and the legs and stuff were, overlap them. This one, just kind of overlap it like that. Now, that's the first part. Now we're going to take our breast meat. Debone this real easily. Butterfly it open. Give us thinner pieces. Same thing with the other side. Take the tenderloins and set them aside. Set this guy over here for now. We're going to need a piece of plastic wrap to set over. We're going to pound these pieces out. Okay? So, right here. Just want to put a piece of plastic wrap over it, keep it from splattering. You want to pound it out pretty thin. Kind of have the meat separate a little bit, just so when it does poach and cook, it's not going to tense back up and create, it'll make the whole thing turn kind of and look like bent in a way. So I'm going to leave this top section up here a good inch or two for overlapping. And I'm just going to pound the rest of these pieces of breast and kind of lay them down. That's going to be my first layer. I mean, it's all going to end up real tight in there, so we just need a little bit more right here. So that's probably pretty good right there. Now the rest of this chicken, the breast part and stuff, we just set it aside and we'll use that later for chicken scraps, whatever. Now, pretty much all the dark meat you need is from a leg and thigh. It's kind of weird leg. I'm gonna use that one. As you know, the dark meat's a lot more fatty, so we're going to actually add more fat to it, but it's going to be more rich. You want that when you're making a mousseline. Save the bones for stock. Clean up any cartilage pieces. Weird stuff out of there. You can even just cut it up into chunks right now. Make sure you get any pieces of cartilage and stuff out. This is all going to be chopped up into mousseline. So it doesn't have to look too pretty.
Okay.
Should be enough. Take just one more little piece of meat off the thigh just to make sure we're good. Change my gloves real quick. So we're gonna move over here to the RoboCooler. There's our chicken. Now we're gonna put a piece through the center of this. So we want to create a design that goes through the center. So what I'm going to create is, I want a mushroom design that's going to go all the way through. So as I do this, all the mushrooms are going to get ground up in our mousseline. So I'm going to just cut the ends off so the stems will all line up and it'll make one design all the way through. These mushrooms were roasted with a little salt and pepper olive oil earlier. And they are chilled, cooled in the fridge until they're cold all the way through. Sometimes there's little bad chunks on there. Stems sometimes, so I try to keep those out of there. So what I'm doing is I figure my Ballotine is going to be about that wide, however wide that looks like over there. So I'm going to try to do as many mushrooms, make it that wide. And it's not going to be the most perfect mushroom all the way through, but it will be, you will be able to slice this and have, it'll look like a mushroom design all the way through. If you didn't cut these edges off, what it would look like is, you know, mushroom part and then just a little bit of the top of the mushroom in some parts. Ones with bigger stems. Okay, that's probably pretty good right there. It's going to be just about where we're at. So, in order to make the mousseline, you're going to use breadcrumbs, and then there's going to be a little fat in there. With our chicken meat, and it's kind of making like a paste. It makes real pasty kind of. I always call it cat food-like substance. A little bit of salt, good salt. Fresh ground pepper. There's a few fresh thyme leaves in there. Right. And then the mushrooms are in there. Maybe I'll add a couple more. So we got a nice mushroom. So I'm going to turn this on, and I usually just add a few breadcrumbs in there, and then you add cream just until it becomes pasty. The cream is going to be the fat that will hold all this together. A lot of stuff on the side. Push it all down real quick. Continue to puree. A little more breadcrumbs. Now breadcrumbs is going to hold all the fat in there. Alright. That's pretty good. See? It's like a little mushroom chicken paste. You do not want to eat this right now. It's raw chicken. Okay? So, we'll bring this over here. Try to wear gloves, especially with raw proteins. Now, I'm going to do one thin layer down the center of our mousseline. A little chicken paste. Okay. Now, stay right here. Just grab the mushrooms. kind of our layer of mushroom. Pretty good all the way across. Now you're just gonna kind of put a little bit more of this mousseline. Try to do it very thinly because you don't want this to be very bulky. Because by the time you roll all this up, it ends up real bulky. So we're just gonna do a little bit. Kind of covering it. All the way. Okay. Now, got our plastic wrap. I got it like triple layered right here. And what we're gonna do, first try to get the chicken breast part up and over there. And then this part of the chicken breast is gonna come into there. Like so. Should seal right up. Roll it nice and easy. Over. That. And we're gonna roll it nice, real tight. Try to get it as tight as we can to make a nice cylinder. Once we have the cylinder, we tie off the ends. Just go around twice so you can get a nice lock on that. Get that string way up in there. A nice lock on it. Just cut off a little bit of that excess. Same thing with this side. What happens when this poaches too, it expands, so what it will kind of fill out the rest of the Ballotine. Now I have 3 more pieces, and these ones, you can't tie them tight. So what I do is just tie very loose, and this is just to hold the saran wrap on there, the plastic wrap on there. You don't want to tie it tight, because then it'll end up having big marks in it, like indentions from the string once it poaches. So you're not even tightening it down, you barely.
The string won't fall off?
And that string won't fall off. It's gonna, Because once this starts poaching, it's going to expand, and should be just perfect. Roll it over. Cut off a little bit of the excess. And now we're going to poach this. You can follow me over here. I have a container of chicken stock. And probably need to add a little bit of water, kind of reduce, but I'm going to just poach this. In this chicken stock, you can use any kind of container you have. This is just a perfect container for something long like that, but if all you have is a big rondo or something, you can use that. That's it. We're going to poach this until it's 160 degrees internal temperature, and then let it cool completely in the broth overnight, and it'll hold in the moisture. But that's it. That's chicken Ballotine.